warp jump like effects. You're gone. Yeah. Jump on out of here. If this is not an ode to Robert Fletcher and Dustin Gross, I don't know what is. You see, Nationals and Worlds 2016 was dominated by, well, one particular card, Warp Jump, a little bit of Quantum Slipstream Drive, and that's about it. And in the OPs that followed, we actually saw a couple that basically called out these cards and said, hey, don't run them. And they were a test. And now we have a rule that says you can't run them. So the article that's linked in the description here from WizKids goes on to say a skilled player can both negate the positioning aspect of Star Trek Attack Wing and completely avoid combat while forcing opposing ships to maneuver through cloaked mines. Both of these things are bad in a dogfighting game that's built around combat and maneuvering. So they called out cloaked mines, which means now cloaked mines are probably on a watch list somewhere. Yeah, if I'm a highly competitive player, which, well, we'll see. I'm probably not investing in any more cloaked mines than I already have, because I don't want to see those banned, too. I think their days might be numbered. But we'll see. I don't think they're immediately numbered, but I don't think they're long for this game. Anyways, what's a warp jump like effect? It is any card that causes you to pick your ship up off the board and then place it somewhere else, not using a maneuver template. So that's why Inversion Wave fails, because it has to do with making your move, your activation phase, using range rather than a maneuver template. Inversion Wave itself is not a problem. It is now the recurrence of it with Gold Pressed Latinum. And really all of these might have been able to have been fixed with Remove from Game, but they're still problematic because they make you leave the board and then your opponent's playing a chase game. And if they're not running it, it's just not fair. So it's what I talked about in the card of the week with Warp Jump. If you didn't have Warp Jump, your build was made better with Warp Jump, and if you had Warp Jump, your build was made better with more Warp Jump. So now we have a more level playing field, I'd like to say. After playing regionals and not having Warp Jump, I think it's okay. I think the game's going to be okay. We even had Quantum Slipstream Drive and everything else, all the other Warp Jump-like effects, legal. And people weren't abusing them, because the only one that's truly abusable is Quantum Slipstream Drive. But that wasn't super broken. I think a lot of people neglected or decided not to build these because of the ruling. More so, it had to do with stealing, forcing discards, other things giving you points, and then you weren't actually playing Attack Wing. You were playing discard, run away, and try to survive for an hour by running the clock out. That creates slow play, that creates things that can't quite be enforced, because how do you know if your opponent is actually playing slow or being a very deliberate player? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a good answer to that. Maybe that's a video for the future, but the truth of the matter is I don't have good answers. So now, in regards to stealing, it's being treated like it's discarded for the purpose of scoring. So now, instead of points being scored per card stolen, any card that's stolen, assimilated, discarded, removed from play, or otherwise removed from a ship will only be scored by the opposing player once that ship is destroyed. So, that simplifies the game. I actually like that it simplifies the game. I might have preferred that you only got the points if you destroyed a ship so that you could keep piling on. But, yeah, I don't think that it's hideous this way. The only problem here becomes the super defensive builds, where stealing might have gotten you some points, and now a super defense build means you're not going to get anything, even if you do gank a lot of things. Is it the end of the world? No. No, I don't think so, because maybe you're going to lose anyways. And that's really only going to matter in like the super big tournaments for seeding that goes way, way, way down the line. I don't know. Overall, I'm genuinely happy with all of this. And this is coming from me, a guy who bought 4 Hathaways, two extras, just to go to nationals. And I don't regret any of that. I don't regret the money I put into it. I don't feel betrayed by WizKids. I feel that this was justified. This was a ruling that needed to happen. There was no good way around it. Even if you make it unique and remove from games so there's no possible way to recur it, problems were going to exist. So, all these cards being gone from official tournament play, the high level play, organized play down, or organized play, it's still technically banned, but your TOs can make their decisions because they've always been able to make their decisions. As long as they publicize those decisions, it's all okay. You do those things. So, what does this all mean? It means that now the meta gets to evolve. And boy, has the meta already started to evolve. I know that I've said this, and again, we're going to get into it. But it's... This all comes down to... I truly believe WizKids has listened. They've heard what we have to say here. And I do believe that they're trying to do something about it. I know there are people who will sit here and say, yeah, they're doing something about it, after they sold about 1 billion Hathaways, figurative number, and they made their money. Yeah, you know what? You guys might be right. WizKids is a business. They did it. And I don't have anything to back that up. I don't have any means of supporting that whatsoever. Why it took them until March to react to something that was done in June of 2017, I don't know. I truthfully don't know. I want to believe it's because they were playtesting a lot of new product, and now they've had time to play test all the possible changes, and they finally came to the decision that the only way around this was to swing the ban hammer. Because I like to believe that a ban hammer is the last resort. Because I don't want to see the ban hammer being swung around at everything. You know, I believe there are a few problem cards left in the game. I think that Cloaked Minds, Romulan Cloaked Minds, are still a problem. Not one copy, but multiple copies. I think if they're made unique, I think that they're okay. Do I want to see them banned? No. But I would like to see them made unique. Maybe banned from high-level tournament play. That might be a thing. Maybe banned from certain OPs, written into the rules that way. because I feel like a lot of OPs forget that they're a thing. I feel like Colo has its moments, I feel like that card could use errata to protect a specific ship, be like a bodyguard, rather than protect every single ship. That's a little much, but again, there's ways to deal with that. And I feel that, all in all, there's a lot of things that react. There's kind of either a 3, a 4, a 5-step system where things counter things and things don't counter things, and that's all okay. So, after this announcement, May 9th, I feel that the game's in better hands. We do still have the overarching dark cloud that we have to deal with on Wednesday, on the 14th. That's the card that shall not be named. But as long as that gets dealt with, things will be good. So, WizKids and playtesters, whoever was involved with this, well done on this one. And just keep it up. Keep up the communication. Keep working with us. Keep listening to the constructive stuff. And we're going to keep you honest. That's what I got to say here. I want you to understand this is me being grateful. I'm going to keep you guys honest. I'm going to say when something's good and when something's bad. So, well done here. Warp jump-like effects, they're gone. And, yeah. So, just to be clear, cards that are officially gone: Warp Jump, Quantum Slipstream Drive, Fluidic Space, Spatial Distortion, Quantum Singularity, Subspace Vortex, Inversion Wave. There's Borg card that is just like it. That's going to take me a moment to look up here. Oh, Transwarp Conduit. Yeah. Yeah, Transwarp Conduit has got to be banned. And there's a Xindi Subspace Vortex. Well, there's 2 Xindi Subspace Vortex. One's unique and is a Warp Jump-like effect. One's non-unique and is an additional maneuver. So just be smart about that. One's a Warp Jump-like effect and is clearly banned. One is not a Warp Jump-like effect and is not banned. Again, common sense. Alright, on that note, thank you guys for watching. Go out there, have fun, play Attack Wing, play games, and remember, have common sense, treat each other well, and don't feed the trolls. Until next time, we'll see you around the shipyard. Take care.